Hello again, and welcome to the second video of this series, MVCC, logs, vacuuming, and bloating. Let's keep talking about the blue elephant in the room. Before we dive deep into logs, which is what goes next, we first must understand the isolation levels. What are isolation levels? Isolation levels tune the access to committed and uncommitted data. The SQL standard has 4 isolation levels: read uncommitted, read committed, repeatable read, and serializable. In this video, we're going to cover isolation level read uncommitted. Read uncommitted is the ability for a transaction to see an uncommitted data from another transaction. Let's take, for example, a shoe store. A shoe store might have a table with inventory. So we have a table we have store number, we have a item number, and quantity. So store number is 1, the store number 1. The model that we are looking for is the 356, and right now there are 20. Now we have 2 transactions that are running almost at the same time. Transaction 2, transaction 1. This one is read uncommitted, this one is read committed, it's not inconsequential. We're going to concentrate on this one. Both transactions begin. Okay. Now, this transaction is to buy a shoe in store number 1 that is model 356. So it's in the process. The sale is not final yet. So it's in the process of creating this record. 1 store number, 356, and it's going to reduce the quantity by 1 to 19. This is a transaction that is uncommitted. Now, on the same database, this transaction 1, which is read uncommitted, is querying for how many shoes model 356 are in store 1. And when it does the query, because it's read uncommitted, what it should return is this record. $356, and it should return 19. This is what is called a dirty read, because this transaction is able to read an uncommitted value on transaction 2. Now, this is what the standard says. This is what should happen. Now, what happens is in PostgreSQL is that read uncommitted is not possible. Yes, this video is to explain that read uncommitted is not possible in PostgreSQL. There is no possible way to do dirty reads in PostgreSQL. curious because you can set a transaction to read uncommitted. You can set transaction to read uncommitted. It will not error out, but the truth is it's going to default to read committed. But let's see it in action. Let's see how PostgreSQL cannot do read uncommitted. Let's start the demo on read uncommitted. I have this terminal window. I have two sessions connected to PostgreSQL. If I go here and do this query, select from star from pgstat activity where username is gmartinez and application name is equals psql. Yes, we have the two sessions that are right now running. Okay. So we are on a database called Spilo. Both sessions are connected to Spilo. And let's prepare this database. First, we're gonna drop if exists table customers. We're gonna create table customers with ID, name, and age. And we're gonna insert one value, 1, John, and 20. So let's run it. Yes. So if I go here and select star from customers, yes. Now, if I come over here, yes, I'm gonna see the same data. I'm connected to the same database and same data. But remember that this is committed. By default, PostgreSQL will always go to read committed. So if I go here, show, let me show transaction isolation level. Yes, read committed. Now, let's do something. Let's take this in window 1. Let's start a transaction, but this one is gonna start in read uncommitted, which is not possible in Postgres. But let's see what happened. No error. PSQL is showing here star, which means that there is a transaction open. And if we run show transaction isolation level, read uncommitted. But let's test the behavior to see if we can do read uncommitted. Let's go to the second session and let's do begin. And now let's do show transaction isolation level. Read committed to be expected. Now let's do an update. Let's say that John is already 21 years old. Now this transaction is still open, so this data is read uncommitted, is uncommitted, it's not committed. This transaction should be able, according to the standard, should be able to see this record. Now, but if we come here and select star from customers, it can't. Run again, show transaction isolation level, read uncommitted. So Postgres right now, I'm sorry buddy, you're lying. There is no way to do read uncommitted in Postgres. It's not possible. In order for us to see it, we have to commit the record here. Now we can actually see it after it's committed. But as we can see, there is no possible way to do read uncommitted in PostgreSQL. I hope you enjoy this video. I hope you find it informative, and subscribe to my channel so we can keep talking about the elephant in the room, the blue elephant in the room, PostgreSQL.